Hey there folks, I'm Serious JG, and welcome back to Let's Play Megaman. The original. And perhaps the best of the Mega Man series. Yeah, so, I mean, other than having a couple continues on that first screen of the Gutsman stage, it had been a fairly clean run of Mega Man up until we got to the Iceman stage, and it took me an actual full-length video of any other LP for me to complete that particular stage. It's just possible that that's as bad as this game is going to get. I remember the first stage of Dr. Wily's Castle in some detail. Beyond that, it gets really fuzzy, except I know I beat it on emulators years later. Pretty sure I never beat this game on the original hardware. Again, didn't own a copy of it on the original hardware, though I'm sure at some point over the years ago when I would have done it. And I don't really remember. I want to say I must have beaten Iceman stage without using the M weapon, because I remember not really getting the M weapon until trying to use it to beat the first stage of Dr. Wily Castle. So either I beat Iceman stage at some point straight up on original hardware, I think, or Bobo did. And not to be nasty about it, but I don't think Bobo did. You gotta remember, I'm not gonna tell you how old we are, but we're 3 years apart. So let's say that I was 50 today, which I'm not. Bobo would be 47. You don't think of a 47-year-old man and a 50-year-old man having huge difference in gameplay skills on like a Nintendo Entertainment game. But when I was, say, 9 and he was 6, or I was 12 and he was 9, the 3-year gap is a little bit more significant. So, I'm thinking, this being the first game I ever remember us renting, I was probably doing most of the heavy lifting and he was probably the cheering section. But, that being said, neither one of us, as far as I know, ever cleared this game out on straight-up original hardware, and if one of us did, it was Bobo years later. So, on the PS4 version, let us see how well I can do against Fireman, the hero of 9/11. Sorry, that was not right. I should not have said that. So he's back down to being normal difficulty. Yeah, like, ton of clear points for beating Iceman, because I think the game was trying to tell us, what the fuck are you doing? Don't fight Iceman until you've done all this other shit. This stage is a nightmare. We're not quite tracking with this whole thing we got in later Mega Man games of how, well, once we get to the Wily Castle, then we're allowed to make increasing difficulty. But before that, we really should ostensibly, kids should be able to beat the stage in any order. I think this will be very much in that mode of tank the damage, don't get knocked into the lava. That's what we're supposed to try to do. So we have our nice big fat score from defeating Iceman knocked back down to 0. And don't have to worry about trying to protect that anymore. Clearly that was the mental block that was stopping me from clearing the very first screen of Fireman stage. I believe there's, like, neat things you can do with Iceman's weapon in this stage. I think it can actually freeze those... Yeah. Now, does that help us in any way? Probably not. But it's a thing you can do. I love the music in this stage, too. One of them's probably good enough, and I risk it for the other one. Yeah, see, here's a thing where it can be kind of cool. Ah, but I did it too frickin' high. And I did it again. Alright, I suppose if I could use Magnet Beam to get up there if I really am determined to figure out what that's about. I don't think I'll be using it anywhere else in this stage. So this here are Lechman beams, only they're fire. Gotcha. That really seems like it would be a secret passageway in a later Mega Man game. This game doesn't really have a lot of secret passageways. Don't fall there! Is that actually not death? Oh. Know what that was. I think that might be the continuation point, though. Yeah. So it actually got me to continue farther than I'd gotten, because I had a very stupid death that we were freed from. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Sometimes, again, you're just jumping ahead and moving right, trying to get those invincibility frames to make sure you don't land somewhere where your mistake costs you a life instead of some hit points. Might be another place where the Iceman weapon is interesting. Or not. Okay, I'm just wasting it, because I was completely missing them every time. Someone with better timing could probably do something here. Okay. Totally screwed it up both times. No problem. Oh, I chased it away. It died in a state of absolute fear of the Cutman gun. Interesting. Okay, no, that one didn't. Okay, that was a fairly short little stage. And I just kind of muscled my way through it, not avoiding any damage. Really? I just kind of tanked it. I seemed to get hit by every enemy. With one exception, I avoided falling to my death. And that was enough. Okay, this is annoying, though. Alright, I don't think I'll be using Iceman against him on this, this fight. We won't even get a good chance to see his pattern here. He's gonna kill me with the first hit. So he shoots blasts that are kind of difficult to jump over, and if you stay against the wall, they continue to burn the wall, so you have to, like, move in, I guess. I don't know how you're meant to fight any of these guys without using their weakness, actually. Because once you know what their weakness is, there's no point in doing that unless you're just trying to get more value out of the game and, like, show off to your mega friends. Fighting friends, mega friends. I remember that we got a certain ways into this game without, I guess the manual must have explained it. I don't think we did. We spent a lot of time not knowing that there was different, that once you beat a boss, you got to use its weapon. But, I'm pretty sure we fought a couple of different Robot Masters stages and got to different Robot Masters and lost before finally cracking the first one. Which is pretty normal. Like, if you don't already know the game, your first Robot Master you managed to beat is a pretty big freaking deal because you finally got another weapon besides Mega Buster to try on stuff. I'm not even really trying here, I'm just tanking his shots. And as you can see, the great victory pose of Mega Man. Truly, this was an epic gaming by me that was just shown, showcased, etc. So, we're ready for the first Dr. Wily stage. I have not been looking forward to this, to tell you the truth. I remember the first stage of Dr. Wily Castle in Mega Man 1 as being one of the most annoying gameplay experiences of my entire youth. That being said, we will take a crack at it next time and see if it's as bad as I remember. I'm hoping it isn't, but we will see. Thanks to the magic of saving the game and loading the game, I believe we can do this like save states styles wherever we want. I'm a little annoyed we don't have multiple slots that we can use, but this does mean that we can get to the final boss, and I never said anything about being a total purist on this run. We can do the equivalent of save states to actually get multiple shots against it. Because my big memory of this game as a kid was that it was so freaking hard to get to the final boss and you wouldn't have full strength when you got to it. I've never beaten this final boss without using a cheat, which I think I will showcase on the first shot against it, and then we'll load and see if I can actually beat it without using the cheat. And if I try enough times that I just get annoyed, we'll go ahead and use the cheat. Because it is a cheat that is possible on original hardware. So it's not like you're using frame skip or save states or whatever to cheese the boss. I'm just cheesing the fact that I can get more than one shot at it without having to play through an entire annoying stage to get there. All this stuff will be moot if I actually go through the game quite smoothly on the first try in the next video. Stranger things have happened, though not much stranger. When we come back, folks, we will begin to storm Dr. Wily's castle to get revenge for the murder of Dr. Keys, who doesn't exist. Bye-bye.